残りはいつ払うんだよ。来週には必ず。もう勘弁してください。
兄貴。すみません、本当。こんな取り立てに出張ってもらうなんて。
気にするなって言ったろ、シンジ。
はい。
どこの奴らなんだ、その取り立ての相手は。
すぐ近くの町金です。もともとは他の組から金借りてたんです。ところが金利すらまともに払わねえ。で手に負えなくなっちまって、うちに債権回収の依頼が。
そうなのか。でいくら回収するんだ。
2億です。取り半って約束になってますから、うちには1億入ってきます。
そりゃ気合入るな。よし、行くか。
Huh, okay.
兄貴、また新しい風俗店ができてますよ。
I apologize that nobody has heard me up to this point. My microphone.
兄貴もたまにはどうです？いい店紹介しますよ。
So here we've opened onto the game, game proper, first actual gameplay. We're following Shinji, who's our boy Kiryu's right-hand man. This is a New Game Plus playthrough that I'm doing, and the save file I have for this, I can't show you, but I have a maxed, because I'm too early in the game, I have a maxed out Kiryu for this. So, full dragon style, full module everywhere. Essentially all of the progression aspects of Kiryu are completed as part of this. So, we're doing a New Game Plus with maxed out Kiryu, but to offset that, I'm doing a Legend playthrough, which has no continues at the hardest difficulty. Hopefully that will provide some level of challenge, but we'll see. The combat in this game, once you have maxed out all your styles, can be kind of a breeze. But that's okay. We're just here to love and appreciate Yakuza and the entire franchise, which is why we are starting out here with a game that I've played 2 or 3 times now. And then slowly we'll go forward. I did play Yakuza 0 before this off-screen because I've not played that one as much. I'm not experienced with it, and so I wanted to kind of play through it and just reappreciate the story sort of for myself.
夜遅くに悪いな。堂島組の桐生だ。
いや、まさか桐生さんが直々に。
要件は昨日うちの若いのが伝えたはずだ。
明日まで待ってください。お願いします。
夜逃げの準備しながら言われても説得力がねえな。それにできねえ約束はするもんじゃねえ。
すみません。でもそこをなんとか。
おい、いい加減にしろよ。
殺すんですか？
何？
堂島組っていや回収や殺しばかりやってるところじゃないですか。金払えないやつは見せしめにされる。みんなそう言いますよ。
あのな、そんなの金払わねえ奴らがあることないこと言ってるだけだ。
金は払えないって言ってんだ。なら
I'm not a professional, but if you're worried that they're gonna kill you, maybe don't pull a golf club as a weapon. But anyway, we get to beat up these punks. New game plus. I'm just blitzing through these combat tutorials. Basically, it's your pretty standard action game controls. You have your quick attacks on square, heavy attacks on triangle, and then you have grab attacks on O. And the nice thing about combat later in the game, for Yakuza in particular, is that combat really opens up, but right now I'm really not allowed to do all the fancy stuff, so I'm just split these games deal with the bare minimum moveset. Chair. Okay, I can now finally. Well, not my entire heat is where some of the best parts of the combat live. You get these cinematic sort of finishing moves. Right now, I can't really use any of them, so I'm not really polishing combat like I would in the game actually rolling. Instead, I'm going to clobber this thing.
すみません。もう勘弁してください。
兄貴、回収しました。
約束の額だ。悪く思うな。
Now, an interesting point about this game is because this was the first game in the franchise, this depiction of Kiryu is probably the most morally gray depiction we get, in that he's a lot harsher to other people than he will be in any other part of the franchise. Even Yakuza 2, he's much more of like a misunderstood hero, classic hero archetype, despite being ostensibly a criminal. But in this game, he's a bit more willing to be straight up nasty to people who get in his way. And he's still a nice guy, and he's still incredibly honorable to a fault, which we'll see. But he's a lot less so than even he is in things like Yakuza 0, which are ostensibly prequels. He's very much a good guy, you know, no faults hero. So this is The closest Kiryu will ever be to being a right and proper criminal.
Oh, 何やってん俺。おうおう、お前どこの組のもんや。
すまん。
すまんで済むか、ボケ。
I should have just walked all three of those. There we go. Now we get to have our heat moves back. Drop kick. I want this. I'm not entirely sure how you spin a man like that with just the leverage you get off of that piece of wood, but it looks painful regardless. And now we get the introduction of the best villain ever.
そうや、堂島の竜、桐生一馬ちゃんや。
お久しぶりです、真島の兄さん。
よせよせ、お前組立ち上げるって話やないかい。そうや、そこの店やったな。お前の馴染みがいるっちゅうのはえらいええ女らしいの。みんな言うとるで、一度あんな女こましてみたいってね。それよりこのアホどないしようか。
すんません、まさか桐生さんと。
いや、いいんだ。
甘いな桐生ちゃん、甘々や。けじめはしっかりつけんと。まだまだ行くで。
That is a comical amount of blood coming off of it.
何や
その辺で。
お前のためにやっとんのやろが。
もう十分ですから。
ほう、ま、ええわ。お前もこう思ったらこれくらい厳しくしつけせなあかんで。言うで。
へい。
はい、覚えておきます。でも。
ああ、でもなんや。
俺は俺のやり方でやらせてもらいます。
どんなやり方でやるっちゅうんや。
俺はちゃんと筋が通ったやり方を貫きます。
なんや、踊れは俺に喧嘩売っとんのか。やろいっちやっとるか。
いいえ、兄さんとここで喧嘩をする理由はありません。筋が通らね
え。よっしゃ、これで俺と喧嘩する理由はできたな。
Classic Majima, spoiling for a
え。
fight.
俺が兄さんをムカつかせたんなら謝ります。
なんやと。根性あんねやったら殴り返してくるけ。
これで
And now
気は
Kiryu
済
will
みま
just
したか。
disappear. What's up, Natster?
その強がりどこまで続くかの。
if Majima even slipped, Kiryu would just die. The number of times they pull things like that in this series is honestly hilarious in retrospect, thinking about how many times people just pull their punch or their knife blow or whatever centimeters from just murdering someone.
どう取ってもらっても構いません。ですが、俺は自分の考えを変えるつもりはありません。
何があってもか?
Hey man, it's wet on the ground. Majima might slip. Though, yeah, Majima's really good with that knife. We'll see that later, but he's a knife boy. He knows how to use them. And now we get the introduction to Kiwami's probably second biggest change, which is the Majima Everywhere system, which strikes in a really harsh contrast to Majima's depiction in this game otherwise. They do their best to kind of add transition cutscenes to make it a little smoother and to make Majima more slap happy crazy, but like in original Yakuza, Majima's like straight up a villain. He kills people, he kidnaps people, and that's pretty much the only times you see him, is when he's beating people to death or kidnapping a character we will meet later. Which goes along fairly well with Kiryu's depiction in that, once again, it's the sort of darkest depiction of the character because this was the first game. So we'll talk to this guy, who, despite standing around for that entire discussion, has no idea why we're trying to get back here, even though we just got done discussing that we were just going to a bar, and that we were just trying to get by him. Love little NPC dialogues where nobody understands who Kiryu is or why he does the things he does.
相変わらず静かだな。
あなたたちがいちゃ怖くて飲めないでしょ、普通のお客さん。だから今日は貸し切り。
レーナ、ユミは
今買い出しに行ってるの。どうせまた腹減ったとか言い出すんでしょ。
違いね。どうなんだ、桐生組の立ち上げは。
まだ決まったわけじゃない。組長が決めることだ。
組長も嫌とは言えねえよ。
That's probably, honestly, he should be dead. He was gushing blood, like fountain-like, as he was being beaten with an umbrella. His face should be caved in, and he should be unconscious. The fact that he stood up is just emblematic of how apparently everyone in Yakuza-verse, but especially Kiryu and Majima, are made of, like, they're indestructible gods who can take absurd amounts of damage and just walk it off. In Yakuza 0, Kiryu takes multiple bats, like metal bats, to the head and just continues fighting or walking as if nothing happened.
私も入れなさい。
どうぞご遠慮なく。
Oh no, a ring. So now we will get a flashback to a flashback.
気持ちだけもらっておく。
あら、こりゃユミちゃんに振
Where
ら
we
れちゃ
will
ったか
get
な。
the origin story of that ring, which I guess it's important. It's kind of important. Yeah, no, there's a ton of stuff that happens right before the thing, the big inciting event of the story. We instead get like a good Oh yeah, and meeting Majima. It is interesting that they decide to have the meeting Majima as part of the backstory, considering we have no context for Kiryu and Majima if you're playing this as Yakuza 1, as the first game that you play. You have no context for Kiryu and Majima's relationship. And so, like, the fact that Majima rolls up on Kiryu and is all buddy-buddy with him, but then also threatens to murder him, and also nearly beats the man to death, and then walks away partying, is all very confusing. It would have almost made some amount of sense to introduce Kiryu after these, or introduce Majima after these cutscenes, and just have him, like, know Kiryu from the sort of legend surrounding him. Retroactively, it makes a little bit more sense with Yakuza 0, but even then, their relationship isn't super well explained, so...
風間のおやっさんの後押しでようやく掴んだチャンスなんだ。死に物狂いで物にしなかったら意味ねえぞ。このまま行ったら一生飼い殺しだ。
So now we're being told all about how Kiryu's big shot and he's gonna have his own family and he can't screw up and he has to make everything look real good for his big friends in the Yakuza business. Mostly his surrogate dad, Kazuma, who runs the Dojima family at this point.
ねえねえ、さっきお客さんと偶然誕生日の話題になったんだけど、今度ユミちゃんの誕生日でしょ?
But now we're talking about birthdays again, because why talk about Yakuza business? Kiryu's love interest has a birthday coming up. Gotta take care of that.
そういえば、もうそんな時期か。
バカ。お前忘れてたのかよ。
Oh good, I could be found in channel searches now.
忙しかったからさ。
そういう錦山君は
That wasn't a thing previously, so this is good.
もちろん。ユミに似合いそうなピンクダイヤのネックレス。
なんだか高そうね。
Now, I'm not gonna be, despite the fact that this is New Game Plus, and despite the fact that this is like my third playthrough of the game, I'm not gonna skip through the cutscenes,
あら、そうだったの。
real good.
それじゃあパーティーしましょうよ。
それならいいケーキ屋知ってるから俺買ってくるよ。
本当？助かるわ。お願いね。キリュウちゃんはどうするの？
Just like clickable dialogue, scrollable dialogue. I may scroll through that relatively quickly, assuming I remember the dialogue. If it is story relevant, I will read it before I skip through it, or at least summarize it. But otherwise, I'm probably gonna blitz through dialogue and tutorial stuff because nobody here needs that.
いいんじゃねえの？さすがレイナ、無難なチョイスだ。
それはどうも。
どんな指輪がいいんだろうな。
The fact that Kiryu needs to be told, hey, get the girl you like some jewelry is very indicative of how clueless he is about how to do any kind of gifting. Then again, this will be one of, like, 2 women he ever expresses any sort of romantic interest for in the entire goddamn series. So, he's not exactly
あれって。
フランスの有名なブランドの指輪なんてどう?
He has a stronger relationship with fucking Majima and beating the crap out of someone
この前ユミちゃんと一緒に雑誌見てたら彼女も欲しいって言ってたわ。
Yeah, Kiryu never fucks. He will never fuck.
ねえ、それにしてみたら?
That's not his jam. Instead, he will adopt 1,000 kids.
よし、それにしよう。
It's actually more like 7? I think it's 7. By Yakuza 2 or 3, he has 7 kids in an orphanage. And he's just a foster dad to a bunch of people. Naster, I would argue that Kiryu barely understood how to run a business. He accidentally succeeded at business in Yakuza 0. Also, jewelry not related to sex. Jewelry just related to understanding just interpersonal relationships in general, particularly with women, and how you should attempt to start a romance of any kind. Kiryu has no idea. He's just utterly brainless about these things. So we're gonna go get a... Oh god, did they take away my infinite run? Do I still not have... Oh, I don't have my infinite run yet because I'm not technically... I don't know if New Game Plus resets your completion list abilities. I know it doesn't reset your actual combat abilities or your equipment, but it might reset your completion list abilities. That, or because I'm still in the story chunk of the game where I'm technically not the Kiryu that my save file understands me to be, I might just not have the stamina upgrades, so I can't run for eons.
いらっしゃいませ。
なんか女物の指輪でフランス製の。
ああ、それならこちらでございます。
Please give me the French ring. How he knows which ring is pretty impressive.
今非常に人気でして、こちらが最後の一品なんですよ。
Kiryu is very good at pocket racing. I will be doing most pocket racing off screen because pocket racing is a relatively tedious process that involves having very specific builds to just complete the races. And running through all of those is not something that is going to be interesting to watch. That said, I will at least start the Pocket Circuit missions, and I'll probably try and do the story-related missions, since those are relatively easy on screen. Paid $1,000, or like $10,000? Yeah, like $10,000 for a ring. That's insane. Okay, now we gotta go deliver this ring back to... it's 120,000 yen, so I'm pretty sure that translates to... Is that $10,000 or is that $1,000? Either way, ridiculous price for a ring. Oh wait, no, it's divided by 100, so it would have been $1,200. Oh no, this suspicious man has bumped me. Yeah, yen is 100 to 1. A single yen is roughly equivalent to a penny. Oh no, this suspicious man has stolen the ring. Get the ring. Okay. Run ahead. Where'd he go? Pardon me, did you get got? This is a bold pickpocket if he is hitting like 7 or 8 people on the street in a very brief period of time with no worry of repercussion. And then he immediately goes to the pawn shop. This dude does have a really strong muscle. He's impressive. Oh god, mail bail register. Rip. Okay, now we're gonna wander around and talk to all these people who have also been got and are expressing no urgency. Some strange man in a coat just darted off into that alley. Wonder what that was all about. Okay. Nobody else has dialogue. That's... Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Just hiding, I guess?
Oi, omae.
Or he's just staring at the ground for some reason. I can't remember. Yeah, okay, he was attempting to hide by crouching down on the ground like he was vomiting behind a vending machine. Oh no, he got my wallet. This man is good. He pickpocketed a dude while he was running away from someone. Oh, hey, Kiryu's gonna point that out too. I forgot Kiryu actually praises this guy the whole time. Kiryu, you should hire him. He'd be really good for your Yakuza practices. Well, Kiryu can't hire him because Kiryu refuses to be a proper criminal. He won't do it. And now I desperately have to remember where this pickpocket gets himself off to. We know he goes down this way. I think. Maybe. There's Bob. Can't use Bob yet, I don't think. We'll come back to Bob. Actually, this will let me check if Bob has stolen all of my abilities that I've already unlocked. He has! No! New Game Plus resets CP abilities. That's very unfortunate. Okay. I'm very upset by this, because now I have such a low stamina bar. There's the business I used to own, though it's 10 years later now, I probably don't even know. That business probably doesn't even exist anymore. Okay, gotta talk to this guy. Yeah, some guy bumped me and then rounded the convenience store. Huh, I looked down that way. Oh, there he is, that's right. Hides behind another sign. At least this spot is a better hiding spot.
Oi,
give me back my ring! Kiryu, just beat this man to death. Yes, Kiryu is terrible at investing, terrible at saving money. In general, just not the best at finance.
まあよいわ。指輪を返して欲しければ、一子相伝の暗殺権を受け継いだこのわしを倒してからにしろ。
Everyone was making bank in the 80s anyway, it's one of those things that just happens. Oh right, I have styles in this game. I'm a little sad that they got rid of the fact that when you change styles, they all came with different music. Because the fucking beat style music for Yakuza 0 was amazing. This guy is weirdly good. Hard mode. There we go. I'll stop training as an assassin. I don't feel like that's relevant, sir. I just want my ring back. also stop pickpocketing, I guess. I'm a criminal, I don't know why I care.
Sir,
Now, give me back my ring, or I'll beat you some more. Kiwami did come out after Zero. The music tracks in Kiwami, some of them are new, some of them are remasters of the classic tracks. And some of them are just straight up ripped from Yakuza 0, which is part of what makes some of this weird, is that, like, why not just re-add all the style music? The amount of music that was redone versus is new, I want to say the intro song is brand new for Kiwami, as is a lot of the themes for the bosses. The battle music is a remaster of old music, or in some cases ripped from Zero. And aside from that, I think just like, as with a lot of the Yakuza franchise, a lot of what's here is just reused game after game after game. So you have like your theme of I learned something and stuff, which is just reused from friggin' Yakuza, the original Yakuza 1 through the rest of the entire franchise. So the amount of updated stuff versus brand new is hard to put a finger on, and I don't remember enough of, oh no, I can't buy the ring back because it's 120,000.
Nah, so
Hai?
盗まれたんだよ。もともとは俺のなんだ。
But yeah, Yakuza Kiwami came out after Zero, which had all the styles and style music, so I really feel like you could have just put those tracks in and it wouldn't have been hard. Hey, that was my ring, can I have it back? No, you cannot, because it's mine.
違う。信じてくれ。本
No,
当に俺のな
not
んだ。
mine. It was mine.
ヤクザの言うことなんか信じられるか?
Why would I take the word of an actual criminal? This is fair. Damn. Okay, so Kiryu's just gonna give up, even though later he will explain a completely unique feature of the ring that he could have just explained now that would completely eliminate this problem. Why Kiryu doesn't do this the first time, or the second time, is baffling. Do I know anyone who would loan me 120,000 yen? Okay. I don't think I need to go this way. Wait, did I go the wrong way? I did. Whoops, I headed right for it. Got turned around. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna look around. Hey, best friend!
シンジ。
こんなとこで奇遇っすね。兄貴もソープっすか？
シンジ。ちょうどいいところで出会った。
Okay, Shinji.
何？
I need you to lend me 120 grand. No questions asked. I'm your boss, you actually don't get a choice. This soap land you want must be way expensive. Shinji, I never said I was going to a soap land. Why would you assume this?
時間がない。急いでくれ。
あ、はい。今度感想聞かせてくださいね。
Okay, have fun at the soap land. which I assume that is a euphemism for like a prostitution house of some kind, but I could be mistaken. I don't actually know. It's not a euphemism for like hostesses, because they would just say the club if that was the case. So I have no idea. Maybe they mean the video shops? That could be. Oh no, the price went up arbitrarily in the last 10 minutes.
おい。
またあんたか。
I had to.
悪いけど値上げしたんだよ。
頼む。
Wow.
これが最後の品だったんだ。
うちなら買えるよ。お金さえあればね。
You can buy this ring from me if you have the money. I just tried, but you raised the price.
指輪が俺のもんだって確かめる方法がある。本物ならユミって彫ってあるはずだ。
There's a way to tell. It's a ring engraved with Yumi. Oh, okay. He says it on his second attempt. Okay, good job, Kiryu. You at least came up with a reasonable solution to this problem. I don't care how many times you say it. If you want this ring, you've got to pay for it. I'm not going to check this feature until after you've left. Okay, I need more money. Hopefully I could go shake down my friend to give me another 30 grand. I need to try that. Just casually walk up to one of my friends and just be like, hey, can I have 1,500 bucks? Hey, Natster, can I have 1,500 bucks?
Shinji.
あれ兄貴早くないっすか
Natster
シ
wants
ョー
to
ト
give
だ
me
ったんすか
$1,500.
シンジすまん。
Shinji, I'm sorry, but I need to borrow
もう
more
一回
money.
行かなきゃならなくなっ
I
ちゃっ
have to go back. Okay, at this point, Kiryu, it
そんなにハマっ
definitely
ちゃったんす
sounds
か
like you're going and hanging out.
詳しいことを話してる暇がない。他
No
のやつ
time
に
to
取られちまう
explain.
かもしれ
Some
ない。
other guy might get there first.
ああそうっすよね
Yeah,
わかり
man.
ました
Here you go. Have another 300 bucks. Knock yourself out.
すまん。
よし俺も負
I
けてら
gotta
ん
get
ね
out there too. I thought you were already planning to go, Shinji. What's taking you so long? Why are you just walking back and forth down Main Street? No, the ring is
さっ
gone.
きまであったのに。
Did
まさか。
someone already buy it?
あ、あん
Oh, I
た。
figured you'd be back.
おい、ここにあった指輪。
そんなに慌てなくても大丈夫だ
Now
よ。
that you
Chanto
left and
tori-oide
came back
aru
for
kara
no reason, I set it aside after just choosing to check
本当か？
out that story that you told me.
いや、あんたがそれでちゃんと指輪を調べたら、だから盗まれたものだ。
I believe you now. It was stolen from you. Okay, can I please buy it from you then? Well, no, obviously I'm just gonna give it back if it was stolen.
それにこういう仕事。
ありがとう。
Okay, so now we can skip back to the bar, back to this girl's sad birthday cake. She is 5 years old, 6 years old? 6 years old, clearly.
ユミちゃん、お誕生日おめでとう。
おめでとう、ユミ。
And after this, we can pop back to our other flashback so that we can pop to the
ほ
real
ら、ユ
world.
ミ。プレゼントだ。
I love Ness's
何何？
flashbacks.
開けてもいい？
もちろん。
Interesting. Okay. Thank you for the Google foo. Soap lands are brothels or bathhouses that exploit illegal loopholes, not prostitution. I don't know how to feel about that, but by the same token, I'm not surprised that it's something like that.
俺からもプレゼントがあ
It's
る。
fascinating.
本当に？ありがとう。
その
Okay, here's this ring. We will understand why this exchange is important later, but for right now, we're just gonna watch her get really excited about this
この指輪。
kind of plain-looking ring, if I'm gonna be
カズマが
honest.
私に。
おいおい、なんだよそのダッセー指輪。安っちいデザインだな。
ほら、そういうこと言わないの。
Don't be mean.
私の名前が彫ってある。
The name engraving is a nice touch, though, so props to Kiryu for doing that.
ありがとう。大事にするね。そうなんだ。そういえばもうすぐユミちゃんの誕生日じゃない？
え、そうなの？じゃあ何かプレゼントさせてよ。
Oh, is it? I'll have to give you a present. How about a ring? Well, you see, I'll only take a ring if it's from...
どういうこと？
ほら、やっぱりそういうのって好きな人から
The
もらいたいっていう
person
か。
I was in love with. And now we know why the ring is significant.
やだ、違うの。そういうわけじゃないんだけど。
Who
ごめん
she
ね。
loves.
気持ちだけもらっておく。
This will basically not matter.
ごめんね。
Like, the fact that she has feelings for Kiryu basically doesn't come up again later in the game, even though you will interact with her more later in the game. Kiryu has feelings for her, and that matters to the plot. But the fact that she equally cares for Kiryu is mostly irrelevant.
じゃあ、キリュウちゃんからはネックレス。錦山くんからは指輪とか。
Kiryu, you can give me a necklace, and Nishiki, you can give me a ring. Reina, playing these men, well done. Also, early hints that she has a thing for Nishiki. Okay, now we return to flashback number 1. Kiryu passed out at a bar. How much did he have to drink to just fall asleep here? Okay. Almost to current time.
おはよう、キリュウちゃん。疲れてたの？
Good morning. Were you
ずいぶん寝たわね。
tired? You slept like a baby. It's 4 p.m. What do you mean good morning?
錦山くんなら
Also,
も
how
うとっ
long
くに
did I
出かけたわよ。キリュウには負けてられないからなんて言って張り切ってた？
Kiryu can't hog all the glory. Then he left, looking really excited. That's concerning. I see. What time is it now? It's just about 4
そろそろ
o'clock.
風間さん
Shouldn't
の
you
と
be
ころに
heading
行
to
かないとダメなん
Kazuma-sama's
じゃない
place?
の？
Yes, I need to deliver this money that I got. Shaking men down and beating them with chairs.
少し開店の準備したらお店閉めて外でお茶でも飲んでくるわ。
After I'm done prepping to open, I'll close up again and enjoy a cup of tea somewhere. Reina, you close this shop more often than you open it. What the heck?
一回家に帰ったわ。
What are you gonna be,
もう
open
少
for
し
like
したら
an
買い
hour
出し済ませ
before you
て
close it again?
私と交代でお店に来るけど。
Yumi went home, so she's gonna take care of some shopping, then come back here to apparently work for Reina? Forgot she worked for Reina. Okay, I'll stop by later when she's
待ってるわ
working.
ね。
See you later, you old woman! Because apparently, despite being like tops 20, like 30, 35, somewhere in there, Reina is old by Japan standards. Okay. Camera, thank you.
桐生さん、桐生さん。
What's up, Tamura? What's new with you?
いやー、ちょっ
Not
と
much.
桐
I'd
生
like
さ
to
んに
introduce
紹介
you
し
to
て。
someone.
青木と言います。実は
He's a
こいつ、
rookie journalist
俺
I've
が
been
いつも
sharing
情報を
intel
流して
with.
る雑
So
誌の駆け
Tamura
出し記
is
者なんです
another
が。
journalist who Kiryu just apparently knows. We don't, once again, get any kind of setup for this information. So just accept that Tamura is a journalist that Kiryu knows. Magazines?
ええ。
Yes,
スパっ
it's
て
called
言うんですけ
Spa.
ど、
Have you ever read it?
俺が拾った情報を高く買ってくれるん
He
ですよ。
always pays top dollar for the information I provide.
で、今この街で一番生きがいいのはって
He
聞
asked
かれ
me
たもん
who
ですか
the
ら。
hottest topic
何
in
のこと
town is right now. So naturally, I told him about this criminal that I know. Don't feed him too many weird rumors now. Kiryu, this should not be your primary concern.
はい、わかりました。
Oh, but of course, I'll only feed him the truths about how you are a huge criminal who does crime.
今後ともよろしくお願いします。
Basically, Aoki is just gonna collect a whole bunch of evidence that the cops can use to fucking put you in prison, Kiryu. Sure, see you guys later. I just wanted to introduce these two characters that will become barely relevant to the plot later. Okay, now we can go talk to our Yakuza friends in my fake dad's office. Hi, fake dad.
失礼します。
ああ、ご苦労さん。
Shintaro Kazuma, patriarch of the Kazuma family, a Dojima family subsidiary.
今月分のしのぎです。お納めください。
Here's this month's cut. I'll leave it with you guys. Osama Kashiwagi, captain of the Kazuma family, a Dojima family subsidiary.
また無茶したんじゃないだろうな。
いえ。
カズマ。
So,
お前が無茶すりゃ下の連中は歯止めが効かなくなる。 もともと暴れたいってやつらの集まりなんだからな。
桐生なら大丈夫ですよ。
who's a big super legendary Yakuza who's an ultra badass.
親父だって昔は東条会一の殺し屋っつって。
Kazuma is a Chad. He is the most ballinest guy in this series, and you see him do like 2 things.
しかし文字通りの子供だったお前に組を任せる日が来るとはな。
親さんがいなけりゃ今の俺はありません。
I wouldn't be here without you, sir. Yes, you actually would. You would be doing more than fine without him.
ひまわりには顔出してるのか。
He wouldn't have done real estate.
最近は錦も弓も行ってないみたいです。
たまには行ってやれ。あそこの孤児院はお前たちのふるさとみたいなもんだ。
The orphanage. Go visit the orphanage. I don't know why, but we need you to visit the orphanage.
桐生さんにお電話が。シンジさんからです。
Kiryu, you have a phone call. It's Shinji. This is probably not going to be bad.
俺だ。
シンジです。レイナさんから兄貴に伝えてくれって。今さっき堂島組長がユミさんをさらっていったんです。
Patriarch Dojima grabbed a girlfriend and stole her.
なんで組長に？
詳しくは分かりません。でも錦のおじけもそれ聞いて組長のところに。
錦が。
Nishiki took off after the boss. So this is actually this conversation where Nishiki runs off after Yumi is one of the things where they didn't even have to change the cutscene at all to make it make so much more sense and fit in so much better with Nishiki's character. Because in Yakuza 0, they make a point of showing you all the time that when left to his own devices, Nishiki will act incredibly impulsively and strongly on wild emotional reactions. And so this scene, given the context of Nishiki running off after this girl, makes so much more sense than it would have if you just were seeing it. You're like, okay, why did Nishiki go chase this Yumi person if Dojima grabbed her? Especially since we don't know why, like, who Dojima is in this game. We know he's the namesake for our family, and other than that, we got nothing. Okay, so Kiryu's gonna go chase down Nishiki, who chased down Yumi. And we need to go to the Dojima family office to do that, but first we're gonna talk to this man. Patriarch Dojima's office? Why, that's north of the theater. Kiryu, why do you have to ask where it is? Can't miss the Toto building. The rain of bad omens. It's true. In Yakuza, if it is raining, or if it is nighttime out and the streets are relatively empty, shit's gonna go down. This is a rule. Why? Because Kiryu's a god, and he controls the weather. Oh. Kiryu of the Dojima family. Lieutenant Advisor, right? Hi, I'm the police. Greetings, criminal. The paperwork sucks to try, so try and keep it in your pants today, huh? Seriously, cop man? You're just gonna have a conversation with, like, a super well-known badass criminal and just be like, hey, try not to commit too many crimes. That would be inconvenient for me. Whoa. Dragon of Dojima, Kazuma Kiryu. Homeless guys even know Kiryu in this game. How do you know me? You're quite famous, you know. More than you think. I've heard you've been rocking the boat around here. He hasn't really been rocking the boat much except for, like, 10 years ago at this point in the game. 7 years ago at this point in the game. I guess I can see the similarities between you and a younger Dojima back when he made Patriarch. That is an unflattering comparison, considering everyone in the Dojima family thinks that Dojima is a complete fucking idiot and a tool. He used to fear nothing back then, had the same eyes as you. Nowadays, though, his eyes have lost their luster, and he's not half so great as he used to be. That is an interesting description of Dojima. Stop and search, still on the beat. Majima actually ends up fulfilling the stop and search role, which I do find terribly amusing as part of the Majima Everywhere system. It was crazy, man. This creepy old toad was dragging around a pretty girl by the arm. She was screaming for help, but nobody lifted a finger. That's because he's a Yakuza. He had the pin. Nobody's gonna fuck with that. Can you blame him? The toad was clearly a Yakuza. Okay, well, there we go. I'm preempting dialogue now. Hello, man I beat up with a chair. Kiryu, I'm going to make you get that money back. Look, I'm in a hurry. Buddy, I destroyed you in more ways than one. Are you sure you want to do this? Get ready to die. Yeah, about that. Oh, he even brought his golf club! Good boy. Whee! Aw, I wanna beat you with a traffic cone. There we go. I need to kill this man so that I can have his golf club and golf this to death. There we go. Oh no, the golf club despawns! Oh, sad days. I can't do big golf heat moves. Dragon style is weirdly less powerful in Kiwami than it is in Yakuza 0, which now that I've just come off of playing Yakuza 0, it's really striking that that was the decision that was made, was to make... I don't know how you would have to phrase it. It did... Did Dragon Style get weaker in Kiwami, or was it just artificially inflated in 0? Yeah, Dragon does kinda suck in Kiwami, honestly. Even when you have it fully unlocked, it just doesn't feel as good as the others. Its biggest thing is that it deals way more damage once you have it maxed out. Can you tell him to be more considerate of his neighbors for once? I'd appreciate it. Yes, I will go and tell the head of the Dojima family to keep it down. It's causing a racket. Huh? That won't get someone killed. Thanks, old lady Karen. Okay, we have now caught up to... well, just about caught up to present time. a number on Dojima. Like, that is an excessive amount of blood when you have... You could just pop him once and call it a day. Nishiki shot this man like 5 times.
だから撃っちまったんだ。カッとなっちまって。何発も。
Yeah, he in this game, really in everything past Yakuza 0, he acts more or less the same in terms of, like, though I don't know anything about Dragon System, so it could act differently there. But he in Kiwami and later entries was much less available than it was in Zero, which made Zero a lot more fun, but a little bit easier than this game was. And so you had more available keys, whereas in this game you get 1 or 2 key actions after you fill up the bar. Okay, so now we're gonna send Nishiki away with the girl and take the fall for big murder, because Kiryu, despite being relatively morally gray in this game, is still going to take the fall for his friends, which Kiryu putting his neck out to a ridiculous degree for his friends is at least a consistent aspect of the character. And now we are back to the start of the game. Kiryu's the biggest bro. He really is. Like, outside of the shit Saejima pulls later in the series, Kiryu takes ridiculously over-the-top risks and falls for his friends. Yep, I definitely shot him. We were arguing. The fact that Date very obviously knows that Kiryu is lying is really funny. Yeah, Kiryu is about to get a promotion. Why the fuck would he take this absurd risk? Dude, it's the Yakuza. Who cares? Just throw one of them in prison and get this case over and done with. Hey, bro, we're bros. Can you please give this ring that was in my pocket to this other Yakuza? Also tell him I'm sorry. I'm making you no promises. I don't see why you would, Date. At this point, you aren't particularly friends with Kiryu. You will be better friends with him later, but right now you're just kind of like passing acquaintances. 囚人番号1240面会だ